Hello, this is Big A with ETF Trend Trading. Welcome to the free video overview for last week, which is the week of the 1st to the 5th of December. Today is the 8th, as you can see on my chart here. Let me blow that up and you can get in a little closer. And we're just going to go over a few trades that my members have been in. Okay, there you can see that's for the 8th. This is the IBB ETF. One of my favorite ones to trade, and we have been long for a number of days now, and we got within about 10 cents of my target, and advanced members know what I'm talking about. So here's the point: you don't cash out early. Even if you never buy my course, please take home that lesson, because the day you start cashing out early outside of your system and parameter rules is the day you are destined to lose. Because if you cash out early, you're going to cut your profits short, and it may just sound like, hey, this is only 50 cents this time. Well, next time it might be $5, and the next time it might be 50% of what your profit potential would have been. And then on top of that, if you're cutting your profits short, you're going to also move your stops and say, hey, it might come back next time. Or you're not going to do your add-on trade that you're supposed to do, where you really ride the trend and bring home the big money. So what's the point of having a system if you're not even going to follow it? That's why you don't cash out early. All right. So I like to hammer home some points once in a while. Also, we are trading the GLD. And we've been short since this arrow back here. That was the 24th. I think I talked about it on some of my old daily overviews. But we got pretty close to the target there. That low is 72.91. GLD is basically tracks us with the gold. It's 10% roughly, real close, of gold's value. So that was about $720 back then, and then it was a high over here. And if you go to the weekly chart, you can kind of see how it's been tracking gold for quite a while there. So the point is, let me go back to the daily, is we almost cashed out, and I called that way ahead of time on my free video. So I'm giving away the free stuff just way too often. And there was a really good day trade here this morning. Because we had a strong resistance, we had a real good reversal after this gap. And many times gaps are filled. So you can see this gap happened right here. This is from the close Friday to the open, and it came back within 50% of that gap. But more importantly, I don't trade Fibonacci's. I don't believe in them. My system is much simpler than that, and it has absolutely no discretion. And Fibonacci's are open to discretion, which is not good for almost all traders. Is as we came back down, I had a reversal signal right here. My members know what that is. So not only was I able to make money on the downside here, but then I was able to go long, and I did not necessarily have a clean reversal, but anytime I'm on the 15-minute chart, I always cash out before the end of the day. So I was able to make a little profit on the down, a little profit on the up move, and I don't even day trade every day, but the few days that I do are almost all winning days. So let me show you a losing trade that me and my members had, because it's important that you understand that not every single day is a winning day. And that was on this SPY. We were short, price pulled up, and we got stopped out. That's right, we lost. Big losing trade of 1%. Okay, now if that kind of risk management is too big to you, you should not be trading. Now, losing 1% on a trade. You have 100,000, you lose 1,000. If you can't handle that, actually you could cut it in half. Or you could cut it in a quarter, but you're going to cut your profits in half and your profits in a quarter if you do that. But on the flip side, if that's too small for you, you're also in trouble, because that means you think you can risk 5 or 10% per trade. And that kind of thinking, as I proved in my autoresponders on my email list, if you haven't got that one yet, you will get it. It's called Why Use Risk Controls. Actually, there's a video I made that's about that. It makes it real important. So you have to be able to lose a few 1% losers. Here's a question for you, folks. What do you think all these mutual fund managers are going to do that lost 20, 30, 40% in October and November. That's right. They're just going to keep on managing money. They're either going to keep on losing it, or slowly over the next 5 years as the market turns back, they're going to make it back. And they're going to make their management fee along the whole way. So why pay the management fee when you can learn to trade yourself? That's what I teach people at ETFtrendtrading.com. So, the point is, you are going to have some losers. Even all those, quote, professionals have losers. And you just got to learn to deal with that and set up for the next trade. That's just how it works. So if you see any websites that say no losers or always winning, just forget about it. Here's the truth. There's only two kinds of systems. Systems that do good in trending markets and systems that do good in sideways markets. As far as I know, my system's the only one that will make a killing in a trending market and still make a little profit in a sideways market. I'll be honest with you. I can't tell you it's always going to win all the time because it's not true. But what happens is in those trending markets, when we make a killing, like over 25% in October, over 9% in November, trading 5 minutes a night on the daily charts, it makes up for those other months that we make 2 or 3% or even lose 2 or 3% when the market's sideways. Any other trending system out there, including the turtle system and other systems, they do not do good when the market's choppy and sideways. They get beat up and they lose back all their profits or even more. So, those of you who've been trading a while, you understand exactly what I mean. And that's the way that trading is. I've retired my first employee. Many of you have talked to him on the phone, have called in, and we've got our new replacement, and he'll probably be retiring in 6 to 12 months too. So, jump on board my 14-month retirement plan. It's a part of the things that are covered in the course. That's it for this week. I'll do another free video either this Friday the 12th covering this week or next week. And that's everything. Have a good week.